Good evening and welcome to the Militant Negro YouTube channel. My name is JB and I am the Militant Negro, and tonight I am making a very special video apologizing to Black Lives Matter for saying in error that they were not present with Standing Rock Sioux in their protest against the Dakota Access Pipeline. I was wrong. A good friend of mine on Twitter, Miss Emily Ann Davis, sent me an image of the Black Lives Matter movement members in unison, standing in unity with Standing Rock Sioux. I have since found several other images online that says I was dead wrong. While it's not rare for me to be wrong, it doesn't happen often. And I have to apologize for my erroneous statement about Black Lives Matter. I gave it to them pretty good because I thought they were absent, as are several other institutions such as Amnesty International. I haven't seen them out there, but maybe I'm wrong about them as well. I haven't seen the ACLU out there. But this is about Black Lives Matter. That is a movement that is vitally important and extremely necessary in 2016. They are the Black Panther movement of this generation. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense was a spectacular idea and an even more spectacular movement for the short period of time they were allowed to exist. Black Lives Matter is doing that same exact work present day. If not for Black Lives Matter, there would be a lot of young people who would not know anything about protesting, standing up for their rights, disagreeing with the establishment, fighting injustice. I seriously think BLM took a lot of teenagers and young adults away from TV, PlayStation, Xbox, all kind of other things, and put them and their focus on the front lines for defending their rights. Civil rights, human rights. Black Lives Matter is vitally important. There are a lot of detractors, a lot of naysayers, a lot of negative haters who choose to name Black Lives Matter a terrorist organization, when these assholes who say things like that don't really know what a terrorist organization is. I can tell them what a terrorist organization is. The Bundy Ranch idiots. The Sovereign Nation idiots. Most militia group morons. Those are terrorist groups. Domestic terrorists are what they are. Black Lives Matter is an organization that helps people get out there and find a voice when they are treated unjustly. Now, of course, racist people, Caucasians, house coons, they don't like Black Lives Matter or what they stand for. Because any and every time an organization, group, conglomerate of people of color get together and stand up for themselves, even something as simple as taking a knee when the national anthem is played, or raising your fist when the national anthem is played, or turning your back on the national anthem, something as simple as that angers these fake-ass, phony, pseudo-patriots. Black Lives Matter has a mission. They have a goal. And what surprises a lot of the haters, they are staying focused. They're not allowing themselves to be thrown off their game by bullshit. You got people saying they don't do this, they don't do that, they're terrorists, they are nothing but a bunch of thugs. Thugs are people who take over a natural wildlife refuge armed with automatic weapons. Those are thugs. Black Lives Matter don't do that bullshit. They organize, they arrange, they show up, they do their protest, they go home. Some people want to say, well, some rich white guy named Soros bankrolled them. No, dumbasses. What he did was he offered a donation. Being the intelligent people that the Black Lives Matter leaders are, they didn't turn his cash down. They took it so it could further their agenda. They don't owe him anything. They're not beholding to him. They're not bowing down to him. He's not their master. He has nothing else to do with Black Lives Matter. I made the mistake, I think it was earlier today, of saying that Black Lives Matter was not present at Standing Rock with the suit. I was wrong. Because I didn't see any indication of them being out there with those Native Americans defending their tribal land against Dakota Pipeline Access Company. I made the mistake of saying they weren't there. They were there. They are there. Someone else pointed out to me they've been there since August. They've been camping out there. They've been shoulder to shoulder, side by side, with the tribal nations defending their tribal land, helping Standing Rock tribes and the Standing Rock Sioux and all the other neighboring Native American tribes who are there. They've been helping them keep Dakota Access Pipeline from running this dangerous pipeline across tribal land, damaging and endangering the water supply. My hat is off to Black Lives Matter. I salute them. I was wrong. I've been backing Black Lives Matter since day one, and I hear people of all races, even Negroes, say that Black Lives Matter is not significant. They're irrelevant. They're unimportant. They're not needed. Well, you know what? Any person of color who says Black Lives Matter is not needed, in actuality, they're the people who are not needed, not Black Lives Matter. Anytime you can take a young group of people who had no interest in activism or standing up or marching, fighting, or protesting, and you can turn them into qualified, solid protesters. Not rioters, not looters, not insurgents, not rigmarole fighters, not federal plants, but actual protesters, peaceful. That is an accomplishment not very many people can do. This is why the establishment are afraid of Black Lives Matter. You can have a bunch of Caucasian Europeans get together in an open carry protest or rally or whatever you want to call it, automatic weapons slung over their backs, holstered pistols, all kinds of ammunition belts around their waist. The cops don't even show up. You have a few meter maids doing crowd control, and that's about it. Let a Black Lives movement get together and have any kind of event, and you have militarized SWAT teams, militarized KKK cops on hand trying to incite violence, trying to intimidate. And it does not work. By and large, by and far, an original official Black Lives Matter protest, event, or rally is peaceful. Across the street, you may have a bunch of Confederate flag waving, cousin fucking, backwoods racists who want to start something, but it doesn't happen. Because the leadership of Black Lives Matter got their shit together. So again, I am apologizing for incorrectly stating Black Lives Matter was absent from Standing Rock Sioux protest. They are there, they are present, they have been there. This just goes to show you that even a militant Negro can be wrong. I applaud my brothers and sisters of Black Lives Matter. And it's not just people of color, it's all people, Caucasians, people in other countries, Palestinians. All of them are supporting this group. My hat's off to Black Lives Matter. Great success and continued success. Namaste. Be well, stay safe.